This family business has had its share of hardships over the past few years. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent lockdowns forced it to close its doors for months. The business is once again operating, but constant load shedding is taking a toll. It's a business reliant on electricity.
The bad thing, if we're not working because of load shedding, it's not easy to make money to pay the rent, because we are renting here and we also need to pay salaries. So it costs us left and right, because we can't work, we can't book the clients, we can't do anything. And then we need to buy generator, which is it's costing also.
At a barber shop next door, a similar situation. A nail technician here says it's a day-to-day battle to earn an income when the lights go off.
We never expected we're going to be having a load shedding ×3 in a day. And on Saturday, it was just so sad that we couldn't do any business on Saturday, because we never knew that it was going to be affecting most of our time. And even the people cutting the hair also, they kind of been affected mostly, because there was another person, they were cutting his hair. And at the end of the day, he also was being affected, because when the load shedding happened, he was cutting his hair and he couldn't continue. And also the other day also, I was also doing a gelish application with which I needed to use the UV light, and the load shedding just came, and I thought it was just going to be spending up to 2 hours, but at the end of the day, it ended up being 4 hours.
The City of Cape Town has meanwhile activated its disaster coordinating team to manage load shedding risks. It says it's doing all it can to protect critical infrastructure and safeguard essential services.
First and foremost, not all businesses are well equipped to actually cope or deal with these disruptions. So therefore, this also implies that there is a constraint in their productive capacity. Now, when there is a constraint in productive capacity, then that implies that obviously production will reduce. And if there's a reduction in production, then that also implies that the overall economic output has also been affected, and subsequently economic growth.
Energy experts say South Africa's energy crisis is currently exacerbated by a number of issues, including a lack of reliability maintenance and adequate funding.
Given the limited operating fuel budget for Eskom and them having breached this, the only recourse Eskom has in the short to medium term is running reliability maintenance. For this, Eskom needs to plan way in advance. They need to get adequate teams in, but more importantly, they need to secure funding, either through their tariff processes or through a separate process.
With Koeberg's Unit 1 offline for the next 6 months, more and even higher stages of load shedding has not been ruled out, signalling a bleak end to this year and a challenging start to next. Vanessa Puna, SABC News, Cape Town.